Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who are teaching this truth in sincerity. And the Shah Chiakim that's out there on four corners of the earth will claim this truth. Rock of the Yahweh, Rock of the Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Rakatah. So, out here, another week teaching the prophesying the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, and the downfall of Esau Edom, because his stronghold's always been America, but yet America's dwindling in everything. You can see that. You can see the writings everywhere that this so-called American dream, where you can do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, is a hoax. It's been a hoax for a very long time because that so-called American dream is only for the 1%. And there ain't very many in the 1%, even though it looks like, because you see it on Hollywood, you see it, you see the media, the glamour and all that, but you see the glamour starting to disappear, the mirth of this place, because now you're hearing about the bigger rich man stores such as Macy's and J.C. Penney's and lots of places that you couldn't even afford to go to begin with, even with the catalog sales, the bigger catalog companies that started this whole place, Sears, I mean, they're all going and soon going to be gone, and so that's making this place desolate, to where the mirth of this place is totally desolate. You have nothing but abandoned buildings everywhere, so people are losing their jobs, you're not seeing any more grinding. And so what's that going to cause? That's going to cause more to be homeless. That's going to cause a bigger reason for martial law, because now these people that are just becoming homeless aren't like the people that have been here for 20 or 30 years, that know how to survive. Now these Edomites, man, they don't know how to survive because they've had it pretty good. They've had it very good here in America and don't know how to deal with the situation. Car fire was a manufactured event that happened, and these people don't know how to deal with it. And so what's happening is they're breaking into older buildings and they're living there. They're pretty much, they refuse. They refuse to take it lying down. Well, the scriptures talk a lot about this, that, when the mirth ceases and all that, they will break into your houses and they will ravish your wives, because they see that you have it, so they're going to take it from you, because that's what they did. They seen that, ever since Christopher Cologne came over here, he had seen that we were doing pretty good over here. We didn't have disease or anything else, but he came over here and pretty much had brought a troop with him, had overcome us, stole our gold, and pretty much forced Christianity upon our people, because let's face it, the whole foundation of Christianity has been forced slavery. You either conform to that or you're going to get killed. And that's the way that it's always been, you go back to the Knights Templar, which I'm surprised that they've been getting an exposure, because the Knights Templar is the whole source of Christianity right there. And they're right there with the secret societies, The name Illuminati is no longer a secret. That's, you can't even say that they're secret societies anymore, Illuminati, Freemasonry, Skull and Bones. Everybody knows about these things. Hell, they just did movies about that, the skulls, part 1 through 3, Paul Walker was in the first one, so it's no longer a secret that these societies have been running everything for a long time, because Esau doesn't like to show his face, nor does he like to call himself Edom. He likes to call himself everything else. And, he'll change his nationality by saying that, because he speaks another tongue, that he is of that people. But these names are after himself, such as French, German, Belgium, English, Australia, but these are all places that Esau, Edom had conquered to begin with, because he never sticks to home. But what's happening now is the Most High is sending his prophets to speak against this place. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 3, "And I will camp against thee round about, and I will lay siege against thee with a mount. and I will raise forts against thee, and thou shalt be brought down, and thou shalt speak out of the ground, and thy speech shall be low out of thy dust, and thy voice shall be as one that hath a familiar spirit out of the ground, and thy speech shall whisper out of the dust. Moreover, to the multitude of thy strangers shall be like dust, and the multitude of the terrible ones shall be as chaff that passeth away. Yea, it shall be at an instant suddenly. You know, about 20 or 30 years ago, we weren't on YouTube, So, but we were still out there. But now this thing is taken over, and they don't like it. That's why they're sending Alex Jones and a whole bunch of others to put out negative reports, saying that we're trying to dress like superheroes. Well, let's back that up. Okay, superheroes. Well, who created the superheroes to begin with? And, well, that Esau does everything by imitation, so who had the capes first? Who actually wore the garments over their clothes? Does the Most High not call us sons of the living power? Does the Most High not call us supermen? Get it? So Esau created his version of superheroes a long time ago after us. So, it's kind of, putting their foot in their own mouth, because we're the supermen. We're that army, that multitude. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with a storm and tempest and the flames of devouring fire. Most High has been making his visit here. And when he does make his final visit here, that is when he comes with the angels, people think that it's, the images have been totally messed with. They think that the angels are these little Edomites with little harps. That's not what angels look like. No, these are mighty men. Supermen, if you will. They're going to be coming in the way of what they like to call UFOs. And they're going to be destroying this place. And most of all, these nations are all going to destroy America first, and then they're going to fight each other over there in the Valley of Yehoshaphat until they start seeing the chariots there. Then they're going to fight against the Most High. And the multitude of nations that fight against Ariel, even all of them fight against her and her munition, and that distressor shall be as a dream of a night vision, and that's just it. Does Esau not like to strike at night, their airstrikes and all that? Well, that's what's going to happen here in 1 day and 1 hour. You ever seen that movie Miracle Mile? Guy gets a phone call and then finds out that the bombs are going off, that they're about to bomb the U.S., and it was a phone call he wasn't supposed to hear. And then he hears the guy machine gunned to death, and then he says, forget what you heard. Well, he couldn't forget what he heard, because by about 7 o'clock that morning, everything was destroyed, and it was a call in L.A. That's pretty real as to that day and hour that cometh, when everyone's sleeping. It shall be as when a hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul appetite. So shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion, that come against us, that come against the Most High in them chariots. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye, and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Most High hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned. Wherefore the Most High said, for as much as the people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. You know, we're telling our people to fear the Most High, you know. You don't want to be caught up in these judgments. But those that will not fear him are going to be caught up in it, you know. And no, this is not just going to be a bad dream. It's going to be like a bad dream, you know. And you're seeing it. You're seeing this bad dream everywhere. It's like, man, all the places I used to go to, they're not there anymore. Man, I can't find work or anything. You know, and did it ever dawn on them that the people that were speaking on the streets before it happened was actually telling the truth? You know, if your heart's saying something, you know, that what I'm teaching or what others are teaching that come out here is right, and you do nothing about it, it's like I said a couple of days ago, what's going to happen when the Most High is no longer dealing with you, calling you to this? You have nothing to look forward to but death and destruction. And that's what's coming to 2/3 of our people, because they have seen us. And they've just sat down on the keyboard scoffing at us or mocked at us as they pass us by. They have not taken heed to this. And for that, they will be destroyed. We've done our job. We've come out here in sickness and in health. I don't feel so good right now. But does that stop me from coming out here and teaching? I think I got bronchitis. Does that stop me from coming out and teaching? Is that an excuse to not come out here and teach? No, not at all. You're supposed to take this stick with you, which is the 12 tribes sign. You're supposed to take it with you wherever you may go and come out and teach. Go out in the streets and call out. And that's what we've been doing, you know. For all that, I hope this has been edifying. Until next time, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Barak Hope this has been edifying. Death to America and death to you 2/3.